7, 11,
Yo, what's
13,
up? It's me.
17,
I'm gonna be playing some GTA.
23,
Nah.
29,
Left 4 Dead.
31, 37, 41, 43, 47, 53,
I'm here on the
59,
ground where a group of what the
61,
White House is now officially
67,
calling the Walking Dead are
71,
what I'm officially coining Brain
73,
Feasting.
79,
Now, full disclosure, I've been absolutely
83,
warned against coming here and have
89,
signed a liability release in the case I am
97,
ravaged on camera. News
100,
13 consider this my interview for lead anchor.
100,
We are now confirming the virus raping humanity is in fact a
107,
simple case of a restaurant employee not washing his hands, then preparing sushi
113,
gloveless for a group of homeless men invited in
127,
after raiding the dumpster.
131,
This restaurant will not be passing its next health
100.
inspection.
See what's out here.
This freeway's
Up until Left 4 Dead 2, all playtests conducted at Valve required an observer from the team to sit behind each tester and observe them directly. For Left 4 Dead 2, we developed a system where a single observer could view each playtester's screen in parallel with webcams that captured the playtester's reaction. We recorded every playtest so we could go back and reference specific moments at will. This meant that most of the team could continue working during the playtest, which often takes several hours out of every day.
Reloading. Reloading.
Weapons here!
Weapons here.
Guitar here. Weapons over here!
Weapons over here.
I'm grabbing pills.
I'm grabbing pills. We have Hans.
We got guns! All right, guns.
Reloading.
This drop onto the bus shows a good example of what we call a return. If a survivor walks on top of the bus, he has a height advantage against the infected. However, a smoker can pull him down off the bus so that he has to go around and up the stairs to get back with the rest of the team.
Reloading.
Reloading.
Oh no, you didn't just
Reloading.
Setting fires to zombies was always a high point in Left 4 Dead, and we wanted even more ways to light zombies on fire in Left 4 Dead 2. This dream gave rise to incendiary ammo. Initially, we dispensed incendiary ammo and later explosive ammo from fixed ammo boxes placed through the levels. These boxes could be used many times by a player. But while this was fun for playtesters, we found that they were either hesitant to progress away from the item or hoarded the special ammo until they really needed it. We tried replacing one of our previous experiments, the ammo pack, with a version that deployed a 1 use per player ammo upgrade box. This allowed players to carry the upgrade pack until they sensed they would need a little more firepower in an upcoming arena, and the player carrying it gets the satisfaction of providing a substantial buff to his teammates.
Come on, watch it!
Reloading.
Reloading.
We got guns. Laser sights here. Reloading.
As with a smoker, the spitter has a game. As with a smoker, the spitter has a gameplay style which necessitates making her more visible to the player at a distance. Since the spitter's strategy is to hit and run, striking at the survivors from far away, we needed distinct visual markers to differentiate her in the dark spaces during the chaos of combat. To this end, we concocted a glowing drool that would illuminate her and create a sharp contrast to the other game colors, while playing off the green death motif associated with the infection. The trail she leaves, which is visually similar to her projectile attack, allows players a brief chance to track her movements when she retreats to hide. As with a smoker, the spitter has a gameplay style which necessitates making her more visible to the player at a distance. As with a smoker, the spitter has a gameplay style which necessitates making her more visible to the player at a distance. Since the spitter's strategy is to hit and run, as with a smoker, the spitter has a gameplay style which As with the smoker, the spitter has a gameplay style which necessitates making her more visible to the player. As with the smoker, the spitter has a gameplay style. As with the smoker, the spitter has a gameplay style which. As with the smoker, the spitter has a gameplay style which As with the smoker, the spitter has a gameplay style which necessitates making her more visible to the player at a distance. Since the spitter's As with the smoker, the spitter has a gameplay style which necessitates making her more visible to the player at a distance. Since the spitter's strategy is to hit and run, striking at the survivors from far away, we needed distinct visual markers to differentiate her in the dark spaces during the chaos of combat. To this end, we concocted a glowing drool that would illuminate her and create a sharp contrast to the other game colors, while playing off the green death motif associated with the infection. The trail she leaves. As with the smoker, the spitter has a gameplay style which necessitates making her more visible to the player at a distance. As with the smoker, the spitter has a gameplay style which necessitates making her more visible to the player at a distance. As with the smoker, the spitter has a gameplay style which necessitates making her more visible to the player at a distance. Since the spitter's strategy is to hit and run, striking at the survivors from far away, we needed distinct visual markers to differentiate. As with the smoker, the spitter has a gameplay style. As with
Move!
Stop
As-
shooting me!
As with the smoker, the spitter has a gameplay style which necessitates making her more visible to the player at a distance. Since the spitter's strategy is to hit and run, striking at the survivors from far away, we needed distinct visual markers to differentiate her in the dark spaces during the chaos of combat. To this end, we concocted a glowing drool that would illuminate her and create a sharp contrast to the other game colors, while playing off the green death motif associated with the infection. The trail she leaves, which is visually similar to her projectile attack, allows players a brief chance to track her movements when she retreats to hide. As with the smoker, the spitter has a gameplay style which necessitates making. As with the smoker, the spitter has a gameplay style which necessitates making her more visible to the player at a distance. Since the spitter's strategy is to hit and run, striking at the survivors from far away, we needed distinct visual markers to differentiate her in the dark spaces during the chaos of combat. To this end, we concocted a glowing drool that would illuminate her and create a sharp contrast to the other game colors. As with the smoker, the spitter has a gameplay style which necessitates making her more visible to the player at a distance. Since the spitter's strategy is to hit and run, striking at the survivors from far away, we needed distinct. As with the smoker, the spitter has a gameplay. As with the smoker, the spitter has a gameplay style which necessitates making her more. As with the smoker, the spitter has a gameplay style which necessitates making her more visible to the player at a distance. Since the spitter's strategy is to hit and run, striking at the survivors from far away, we needed distinct visual markers. As with the smoker, the spitter has a gameplay style which necessitates making her more visible to the player at a distance. Since the spitter's strategy is to hit and run, striking at the survivors from far away, we needed distinct visual markers to differentiate her. As with the smoker, the spitter has a gameplay style. As with the smoker, the spitter has a gameplay style which necessitates making her more visible to the player at a distance. Since the spitter's strategy is to hit and run, striking at the survivors from far away, we needed distinct visual markers to differentiate her. As with the smoker, the spitter has a gameplay style which necessitates making her more visible to the player at a distance. Since the spitter's strategy is to hit and run, striking at the survivors from far away, we needed distinct visual markers to differentiate. As with the smoker, the spitter has.
Hey, get your ass up now! Come on!
Thanks, man. I owe you.
As with the smoker, the spitter has a gameplay style which necessitates making her more visible to the player at a distance. Since the spitter's strategy is to hit and run, striking at the survivors from far away, we needed distinct visual markers to differentiate. As with the smoker, the spitter has a gameplay style which necessitates making her more visible to the player at a distance. Since the spitter's strategy is to hit and run, striking at the survivors from far away, we needed distinct visual markers to differentiate her in the dark spaces. As with the smoker, the spitter has a gameplay style which necessitates making her more visible to the player at a distance. Since the spitter's strategy is to hit and run, striking at the survivors from far away, as with the smoker, the spitter has a gameplay style which as with the smoker, the spitter
Hey, I need some help over here.
as with the smoker, the spitter as with the smoker, the spitter has a game as with the smoker, the spitter as with the smoker, the spitter as with the smoker, the spitter has a gameplay style which necessitates making her more visible to the player at a distance. Since the spitter's strategy is to hit and run, striking at the survivors from far away, we needed distinct visual markers to differentiate her in the dark spaces during the chaos of combat. To this end, we concocted a glowing drool that would illuminate her and create a sharp contrast to the other game colors, while playing off the green death motif associated with the infection. The trail she leaves, which is visually similar to her projectile attack, allows players a brief chance to track her movements when she retreats to hide.
Grabbing fire bullets.
Okay, Google, how much left on the timer?
Let's burn
2
some
minutes
shit
and 37 seconds to go.
After we shipped support for custom add-on campaigns via the VPK format, we realized that while many people can install and play these campaigns, it was difficult to discover what add-on campaigns other players were playing. We also noticed that few players were joining games of different difficulties since it wasn't clear how many other games were available for each setting. To solve this, we implemented a browser that shows nearby lobbies. The lobby browser displays the campaign, the difficulty level, and how many lobbies have open slots available. We also display lobbies for campaigns you have not yet installed, offering the chance to download them directly. Once the lobby browser was released, we saw a sharp increase in the number of custom campaigns being played. Custom survival maps are particularly popular, with themes ranging from supermarkets to medieval castles.
The laser sight weapon upgrade came from an experiment during the development of the first Left 4 Dead, though we didn't end up shipping them at the time. While developing Left 4 Dead 2, when we were talking about interesting items that players could scavenge out of the levels, we remembered the visual impact of those red laser beams. The original intention of the item was to increase the accuracy of the guns, but the more valuable benefit was accidental. You could now see where the other members of your team were aiming. We also liked the choices that confronted players when they had to decide whether or not to swap out their upgraded weapon for one of a different style.
Reloading. Ammo up here. Reloading. Reloading. Alarms everywhere, people.
After Left 4 Dead 1 shipped, we wanted to experiment with an optional crescendo event. The impound lot is the final version of that experiment. It's difficult for a survivor team to navigate through without setting off a single car alarm, and if they manage it, the experience of carefully sneaking through an obstacle course full of traps is itself quite rewarding.
Okay, Google, stop.
Four is our magic number. It was 3.
Yeah, but we always wanted a girl.
When you're ready, again, First Response detects not just one, but all forms of the pregnancy hormone.
Our baby girl's first home was built with 5 sets of open arms.
First Response.
I'm here on the ground where a group of what the White House is now officially calling the Walking Dead are what I'm officially coining brain feasting. Now, full disclosure, I've been absolutely warned against coming here, and I've signed a liability release in the case I am running on camera. News 13 consider this my interview for lead anchor.
19.
We are now confirming the virus raping humanity is in fact a simple case of a restaurant employee not washing his hands, then preparing sushi lovely for a group of homeless men invited in after raiding the dumpster. This restaurant will not be passing a test of inspection. Excuse me, sir, where were you when the outbreak began?
73.
Right, so please don't cut.
79. 82. 89. 97. 100. 103. 107. 109. 113. 127. 131. 137. 131. 167. 173.
You guys were like, what the fuck is happening?
190.
Reloading! Reloading! Up that ladder.
233. 239.
Since managing health with a first aid kit is such a large part of the player's decision process, finding a new item for the backpack slot proved to be difficult. We wanted the new item to be as valuable as a health kit in certain situations and have a big benefit for the team, as opposed to being merely another offensive weapon. It needed to have a user interface similar to the health kit, requiring a target and an action that takes some time to perform. We also liked the idea of an item that would act like a get-out-of-jail-free card, an insurance policy in case of a tank or witch attack. Our exaggerated version of a hospital defibrillator immediately conveyed the purpose of the item. Plus, it gives the survivors a chance to yell, "Clear!"
Gun! Defib unit here. All right. Shit. Nobody panic. We're gonna head down and find another way.
Something that was always sad for us to watch in Left 4 Dead was that players would always choose an optimized path through a level once they played the map a couple times. That meant the hard work we put into other areas of the map would never be seen. So one thing we wanted to add in Left 4 Dead 2 was the ability for the AI director to change the path of the survivors through a level, so they have to take a different path each time. The cemetery contains one example of this new approach. There are 4 different paths that the AI director can create for the survivors. It does this by spawning in and out particular crypts and gates.
When we began development on Left 4 Dead 2, we decided early on to cast a totally new band of survivors in the lead roles. This involved extensive concept sketches, then a period of evaluating actors with the help of several talent agencies.
Once the actors were cast, we brought them in for a full costume photo shoot and conducted 3D scanning of their facial features. This reference was then used by our artists to create high-detail digital sculpts, which formed the basis of our in-game characters. The goal from the beginning was to provide the player with a lineup of believable survivors, real people juxtaposed against extraordinary situations.
You're okay, since we.
Reloading!
Reloading!
Okay, I'm gonna take a break to eat. Well, I'm gonna take a break to eat.
Heavenly shades of night are falling. It's twilight time. Out of the mist, your voice is calling. It's twilight time. Each day I pray for.
I just remember being helpless.
We tried for 2 years.
The day we found out confirmed a belief that we saw in each other.
When you're ready, First Response detects not just one, but all forms of the pregnancy hormone.
Our baby's first home was made with a lot of patience.
First Response.
Two, 3, 5, 7, 11.
I'm here on the ground
13,
where a group of what the
17,
White House is now officially
19,
calling the Walking Dead are what
23,
I'm officially coining brain
29,
feasting.
31.
Now, full disclosure, I've been
37,
absolutely warned against
41,
coming here and have signed a
43,
liability release in the case I am ravaged
47,
on camera. News 13,
50,
consider this my interview
59,
for lead anchor.
61.
We are now confirming the virus
67,
raping humanity is
70,
in fact a simple case of
73,
a restaurant employee not washing his
79,
hands, then preparing sushi
83,
gloveless for a group of
89,
homeless men invited in after raiding the
97,
dumpster. This restaurant will not be passing its next health inspection. Excuse me, sir. Where were you when the outbreak began?
100
We're live, so please
and
don't
7,
cut.
109, 113,
John, we gotta go!
127, 131, 137, 139, 149, 151, 157, 163, 167, 193, 197, 199, 211.
I'm a dumbass.
200.
Even for a dead guy, this is stupid.
200.
A hospital?
And 27.
Why the hell did I drag my cinder block feet in here?
And 29.
There's no food, no living people.
And 33.
Everyone dies and rots on their own in hospitals.
And 39.
The living treat us like second-class citizens. They've coined us what we consider racial slurs.
200.
Zombies,
57.
walkers,
200.
travelers, shufflers.
269.
We're the new gingers.
200.
Soulless and
71. 277. 200 and
my Zigga. Man, I was really hoping for a pumping heart.
293.
Poor guy hasn't remastered speech yet.
100. And
I'm getting there.
311. 313.
Well, sort of.
317.
Oh shit.
331.
Alright, my man's got two choices.
337.
One, charge straight at this guy and hope he misfires, then he can chow down. Or two, he can do the dumb thing and try to reason with him. See, we're somehow inexplicably regaining our humanity. Judging by our greeting, this guy isn't very far along in the process. Go with option one, buddy.
373, 379, 383.
Bad move.
389.
Computer program.
397.
I'll skip this meal.
400.
just like the basics.
And 409. 419. 420.
It's like they bounce
1.
pretty quick. This place is like
431. 433.
Do you have diabetes?
439.
Find any
No, there's corn. This is a hospital.
443.
Keep looking. It's important.
449.
I always wanted to pee on one of these.
457.
Can we hustle, you say?
461.
Vámonos.
463.
No, stop calling me that. That's like super close.
467. 479. 487. 491.
Living or dead?
499.
Speak English or you're headless, you son of a bitch.
503. 509. 521. 523. 541. 547. 557. 563. 569. 571. 577. 587. 593. 599. 601. 607. 613. 617. 619.
Speak English or you're headless, you son of a bitch.
641. 643. 647. 653.
Be a lot more intimidating if you had more than a finger gun there, Chief.
609. 661. 673.
Slumber.
677.
It's like staring at the sun.
683.
I can't stop.
691.
It's like oh my god.
700.
It's like the two dry grapes at the end of a branch.
709.
Who's first, huh? Interesting choice.
719.
Whole game came in play.
727. 733.
These are my boots.
739. 743. 751. 757.
What happened? You get in a shootout or something? Take a bullet for your partner like a
761.
badass?
769. 773. 787. 797. 809. 811. 821. 823. 827. 829. 839. 853.
All right, boys,
857. 859. 863.
Good swing, follow through, fundamentals, that kind of shit.
877.
Right on the tee, buddy.
881.
Gotta swing
883.
through it. It's on the tee.
887.
Hit the ball on the tee.
907.
Would you goddamn hit the ball?
919. 929. 937. 941. 947. 953.
Kid sounds like a real big
967. 971. 977. 983. 999. 997. 1000.
Kind of hard to explain.
Is it though?
1000.
It's the goddamn zombie apocalypse.
World has gone crazy.
1019.
Hashtag reasons I hate zombies was the number one
1021.
trend on Twitter.
1031.
Truth.
1033.
Is a zombie in a yellow shirt ironic?
1039.
Hashtag shit. I got nothing.
1000.
Stop reading my tweets, Jane.
1050. 1060.
Stepmoms are bitches.
1063. 1069.
Twitter.
1087.
No more at the real sheriff
1091. 1093. 1,097, 1,103, 1,109, 1,117, 1,123, 1,129.
Nobody uses that.
1,151.
Shacked up at a mall. A couple other people. So if you want to come,
1,153.
ain't too many people left out there.
1,160.
Yeah, judging by that baseball story.
1,171. 1,181. 1,187. 1,193.
Well, good luck with that, Deb.
1,201.
Just share.
1,213.
We're gonna get these supplies back to our people.
1,217.
If and when you find your family,
1,223.
You know, I was gonna throw this little piece of shit away, but, seems like maybe
1,229.
you could use it. Sure hope that long map of
1,231.
yours didn't cause your aim to be off. Every damn shot is
1,237. 1,200.
I'm just enjoying this right now. I'm sorry.
1,500.
Pizza.
1,200.
Green Bay.
And 59.
Frozen.
1,277. 1,279. 1,283. 1,289. 1,291.
Good luck, y'all.
1,297. 1,301. 1,300.
Definitely got some blood flowing. I've seen this video way too many times.
1,321.
I could do that.
1,327.
Possible Cinnabon leftovers.
1,300.
But also people who want to blow my brains out.
1,367. 1,373. 1,381. 1,399. 1,409. 1,423. 1,427. 1,429. 1,433. 1,439. 1,447. 1,451. 1,453.
I'm not a zombie. I can't find my mommy and daddy.
1,459. 1,471. 1,000.
I gotta rewind that.
1,483. 1,487.
I'm not a zombie. I can't find my mommy and daddy.
1,493.
That's exactly what a zombie would say.
1,499. 1,500.
There's a lot going on right now.
1,523.
1,530. 1,543.
Clever ass.
1,549. 1,553. 1,559. 1,567. 1,571. 1,579. 1,583. 1,597. 1,601. 1,607. 1,609. 1,600.
Why is it so funny?
1,619. 1,621. 1,627. 1,637. 1,657. 1,663. 1,667. 1,660. 1,693, 1,697, 1,699.
That sheriff's as good as dead.
1,709.
Sure, he can fend for himself. They're trained for this.
I'm sorry, did they add zombie apocalypse trading to the police academy before the outbreak? Good thing, because they've totally kept us safe.
1,730.
You two fight way too much to end up together like everyone expects you to.
1,741.
Now I'm gonna check the Jennies.
1,747. 1,753.
Keep those sticky fingers to yourself
1,759.
while we were gone, little sis.
1,777.
No, hell no. Little silent monk tried to take my arrows.
1,783.
check under the pillows.
1,787.
Keep your damn hands in your poly pockets.
1,789.
Yeah, I figured it was only a matter of time before one of these chicks got preggo.
800.
Well, she's barely 14 and I'd rather see a zombie than any of you, so I think we're good.
1,853.
Rumor has it ain't no walkers out there.
Safe havens don't exist. They're mirages. There's nothing pure left in this world. Also, check the Jennies.
1,847.
Yeah.
You're just upset about the Selena Gomez cardboard cutout incident.
It was late. I was lonely. It's real.
1,867.
I, for one, think that we should go to the farm. You know?
1,871.
This place sucks.
1,873.
And there could be some food there.
1,877.
I for one could go for a scenery change. Only reason I ever came to this mall was for
1,879.
Now that it's gone, ain't no reason to be here.
1,889.
Looks like it's up to you, chicken shit.
Fine, whatever.
1,000.
But we're going tomorrow.
901.
Sleep.
1,907. 1,913. 1,931. 1,933. 1,949. 1,951. 1,973. 1,979.
Daddy.
1,987. 1,993. 1,997. 1,999. 2003. 2011. 2017. 2027.
Well, if anything was gonna get you off the bottle, son.
2029. 2039. 2053. 2063. 2069. 2081. 2000.
How's the ice tray working?
2087. 2089.
I went to work with
2099.
Love you, Miss
2,000.
Chrissy.
111.
Sorry about your coma. I struck
2,113. 2,129. 2,131. 2,100.
Again, note that the ice works. The ice machine works. But the toilet doesn't work.
2,143. 2,153. 2,161. 2,179.
Damn, I wish I could still ride my bike.
I'm just gonna let this run for like
my floppy ass feet.
an hour.
2,000.
What's up, guys? Please don't follow me. You'll blow up my spot.
2,200.
Shit, they can't hear my inner monologue.
Bro.
2,000.
Oh, wait. All they want to prove is that they're changing for the better, but no sane person will see it that way. Not while they're in a huge mob.
2,200.
No. 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 Damn it, stay back. This is not a party.
And 43.
Please stop following me.
2,000.
You're just gonna be a massive dead cock block.
2,267. 2,269. 2,273. 2,281. 2,287. 2,293. 2,297. 2,309. 2,311.
Main stage costs canned
2,000.
goods. Champagne room is a handgun.
300.
Minimum. There's no sex in the champagne room.
2,339.
Dad?
2,341.
Gun down, son.
2,347. 2,350. 2,357. 2,371.
It's okay, you just gotta choke up on that next time.
2,377.
Actually, I used that bat to kill my first zombie. Remember my girlfriend Kayla?
2,300.
Girlfriend, I remember you playing dolls with her and stuff, but you didn't finger her or anything, did you?
She's headless now. Grown up a lot.
Obviously,
2,389.
you have.
I'm a small business owner now. That dipshit manager Scott was dead when Mom and I got here a month ago.
2,399.
But I figured people still needed entertainment, so I kept it open. Found a generator in the storage closet so we had power.
2,417.
It's a little dirty, but rain's a pain in the ass to scrub.
I gotta hand it to you, Carl. This is one hell of a
2,437.
business. I mean,
2,441.
that chick on the pole, man.
2,447.
I think she's got eyes for me.
2,459.
I'm proud of you, Carl.
2,467.
Who? Wait. You had another son from us?
2,473.
No.
2,477.
Mess me up.
2,503.
Oh, God.
2,521.
You turned,
2,530.
Hell yeah, she turned. Turning them moves.
2,539.
All right, watch this.
And now we welcome to the main stage
43.
our only living
2,549.
Shut the hell up! How many times do I have to tell you?
2,551.
My beautiful
2,557. 2,579. 2,591. 2,593. 2,609. 2,617. 2,621. 2,630. 2,647. 2,657. 2,659. 2,689.
Hey, freaking wanker! Don't you get it? No touching!
2,707.
Darling.
2,711. 2,713. 2,719. 2,720.
That was my last can of beans, and all we get to do is watch?
Baby, I'm so sorry.
2,740.
I had left you.
I forgive you.
It's just over on that hospital. We just had to barricade your door and just pray you were going to be okay.
I'm okay.
Oh, praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord! But that's the only time that's been said from the pole.
Ed, you fat lard, get over to the bar and help yourself to a big fat bowl of shut the fuck up.
2,777.
Is it going to be a show or what? We've been waiting hours to see her.
Hey, guys. Show's over.
2,000.
All right, now go find another place to waste your life.
We'll just go back to the Winchester, eh? Their happy hour is a complete shite, like his father standing there.
2,000.
Look out! Look out, you move! We got something we can do! Somebody do something!
43.
No!
2,000.
I wasn't talking about that! I was talking about cutting her boob off!
2,000.
Nobody pays top dollar to see a one boob stripper.
And 57.
No!
2,860. 2,879.
Take a minute.
2,887.
Put out an ad for a headliner, double D.
2,897.
Oh yeah, and here's
2,000.
Colt. Didn't want some douchebag doctor stealing the last year to comb it out.
2,909. 2,917. 2,927. 2,939. 2,953.
You get a bullet between your eyes like it's nothing.
900.
Fucking hilarious.
And 57. 2,963.
Listen up.
2,969. 2,971. 2,972.
Bald redneck, jumpy little shit that shoots like a girl.
999.
Yeah, that's them.
They came in here once.
3,001.
Mom, so I kicked their asses out.
3,011. 3,019.
You think this place can just run itself?
3,000.
12 years old. You shouldn't even know about strip joints.
Oh, so now you want to be my dad.
3,041.
Where have you been when I needed you?
3,049. 3,061,
Because of the fucking
3,067,
Because of you!
3,079,
Fine.
3,083,
Let her stay in my truck out back. I can drive it.
3,089,
Toss my V-card, too.
3,109, 3,119,
Let's hit it.
3,121, 3,137, 3,163, 3,167, 3,169, 3,181.
All right, have a good watch.
3,000.
Front entrance is clear. Just some kids zombies dragging Build-A-Bears.
3,190.
He had a cape and a baseball cap. His name was Super Shortstop because he was like half the size of the other bears. Soups adorbs.
How have you survived so long?
3,209.
Don't fall asleep. I want at least 4 hours.
Copy that.
3,217.
It's a hunting magazine.
3,221.
There's dead deer and blood and guts and fish hooks and manly stuff.
All right, whatever you say, little bitch.
3,229.
For the record, I hate that nickname.
3,200. 3,253. 3,257.
Almost there.
3,000.
I can smell Abercrombie. It's giving me a headache from here and my brain barely even works.
3,271. 3,299.
Don't touch on there. Don't touch on there.
3,301. 3,307.
I'm so sorry.
3,313.
I'll keep it safe.
3,319.
Sleep, child.
3,323. 3,329.
Listen to Brooklyn. Spring Breakers was amazing.
3,330.
Although I do wish you would have shown your boobies.
3,343.
I respect your purity.
3,359.
I cannot wait for the
3,361.
we can have these heart-to-hearts without this
3,371.
between us.
3,389.
Just really want some moment.
3,391. 3,400.
Figured there'd be a brief with shotgun Susan on watch.
You see anything while you were cleaning up your mess?
It wasn't near me. It was.
Must have been from the other side, Brooklyn. You come with me. We'll take the front. Y'all three go around, check the side entrance.
3,33. 3,449.
You ain't doing good for your city stereotype. Hey!
And 57.
You think she's just silent for no reason?
3,461.
No, slick. But listen,
would you double slick me?
3,463.
This whole ordeal has been so traumatic for her that she can't speak anymore.
3,467.
Yes, I do.
3,469. 3,400.
Louder entrance than I would have liked, but it's hard to push open sliding doors with zero motor skills. I hope they didn't get the wrong idea.
511. 3,517.
Just be confident. Girls like confidence.
3,529. 3,000.
But on second thought, I think I'm just gonna hang back.
3,539.
Like, way back.
540. 3,547. 3,557. 3,559. 3,570.
Holy shit, this is sexy.
3,500. 3,583.
God damn it. Hero time.
3,617. 3,693.
Smell
3,631.
hot.
3,637. 3,643.
Oh my god.
3,659.
Thank you. That's so sweet. Wait!
What the hell for?
You saved me.
3,670.
No, asshole. Get your dark gun out of my face.
3,673.
You.
3,677.
Save the life of your food like some sort of
3,691. 3,000.
What's your name, Romeo?
697.
Romeo.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I said. What's your name?
701. 3,709.
He said
3,719.
so romantic.
3,727.
But your unrequited and superficial love for me totally overcome the very instinct that keeps you alive.
3,739.
Who's this pale, twilight-looking douche?
It's Romeo. He saved my life and he's staying with us.
No, he ain't. He's a walker.
Think about it.
3,761.
He can convince him not to eat us long enough for him to turn fully human, and I can get him to destroy kids.
3,769. 3,779.
Absolutely.
3,793. 3,797.
Chop off them gangly arms of his so he can't grab us. Then
3,821.
You're not touching him.
3,823. 3,830.
Only a matter of time before we get swarmed again.
3,847. 3,851.
Does your sister have like a
3,000.
type of guy?
853.
Awesome. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking.
3,860.
I take her to that little like Italian joint.
3,000.
Like the tables there in the food court.
3,880.
I'm dumb, bruh.
3,880.